Hello, hello. All right. Welcome to tonight's live stream. We've got Anna Joe with us. How are you tonight?
Hi, doing well. How are you?
Good. All right. So we're just getting started. We're going live here, waiting for people to log in. I have the monkey boy with me, as you can see, just climbing all over. It's great.
I'm Chewbacca.
Oh, he's a Chewbacca, not a monkey.
This is Chewbacca pajamas, okay?
I have just flavored water in my cup in case anyone's wondering what I'm drinking in my little red cup.
He has strawberries.
Strawberry water.
That's what
Lot
I call it.
of water.
That's what I call it. It's not water. Don't believe him.
All right, there we go. I shared it.
All right. Looks like we're live. I'm going to click in there and then mute that and all this other stuff. Get this set up.
All right, there we go. I shared it.
All right. Looks like we're live.
Why we?
Cool. That was fun. It was like a, yeah. So Anna, hey, we already got some people in here. Look at that. We got Truth Seeker, and everybody else. Hi guys, welcome. Thanks for coming in. All right, I'm gonna stay out of the chat. Anna, you get to moderate for us. So if people are asking questions, you just go ahead and interrupt, and let's get on it. So anyways, we are here. We're gonna talk a little bit about our Mustang build. We've got some good news, some big news. We've got,
as you can see in behind us.
As you can see behind us, what's there? This is some of the carpets that we got in. We're pretty excited. So the interior is getting done. We've got the Cobra floor mats. Those will go on there. They are officially licensed by Ford. This big one here. So we've got a lot of kind of cool embroidery going. I showed, we got a little group where we talk about this project, and we're not going to talk about the group a lot because we had to switch the group because, as many of you know, it kind of got found out, and we don't want to let the beans spill. So for now, I have this YouTube channel kind of set up and somewhat private to where the people who shouldn't see it hopefully won't see it or figure it out. So that's kind of where we're at. All right. And our little helper here may or may not stick around. He kind of likes the YouTube stuff. So I said he can stick around if he wants. But if you want to go off and watch your video you were watching or play your game, you can do that too. It's up to you, buddy. This might be kind of boring. All right. So let's start with talking about our build. So we are on week, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 of this build. Most of you, I think, have been following the build since the beginning. We haven't updated a lot of it here. We've done some unwrapping here, obviously, things like that. But we haven't really broadcast a lot of the build on this channel yet. So let's talk about some of the things that are going to come pretty soon. We're going to do... we are assembling a video that has some of the build kind of involved in it. We're also doing, what else are we going to do? We're going to do a live reveal where we will broadcast it live right here on the Crypto Operator channel. When we bring it down and do the big reveal and everything like that we're going to do. So that is going to be a lot of fun. So let's see. Let's talk about where this project started. So this project started right around, we had just done the World CryptoCon conference. And speaking of, I wanted to actually do a shout out to all of the Arbitrage Nation, everyone who's involved in ARB, everybody who's kind of been involved behind the scenes in this project. You guys all know who you are. There's a big list This project got to be a lot bigger than I ever imagined it would be. A lot more people got involved, which was a really good thing. It helped the project go a lot faster and more smooth, and so that's nice. Originally, when this project started, it was going to be myself and just a couple friends, and we were originally going to take about 6 months, maybe even up to probably 6 months was our original plan. So, and we were just going to do it ourselves. We were going to do the whole build ourselves. We were going to kind of fund it ourselves, stuff like that. One of our friends that was involved in it, even without kind of letting me know at the time or any of us at the time, kind of came up with a great idea that we are thrilled he did it. And he decided, he thought, let's just see if anyone else wants to help. So he asked around, and some people got involved, and then word spread, and all of a sudden everybody wanted to help. And it got to be such a big thing that it's actually getting some attention from a lot of areas. So I had a Ford publication contact me recently, and they were asking me about the build and what we're doing and why we're doing it. And I kind of explained all that to them. And so they were pretty interested in it. They didn't give us any promises or guarantees, but they did ask me once it's done to go ahead and send them some of the photos of like the whole build, things like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And so there's always a possibility of, it'd be fun to kind of have it in a magazine anyway. The vehicle is completely custom. We started with a very nice low mileage rust-free vehicle, which is very important in these builds unless you're going to spend years on them. I think maybe a little bit of background and history, because a lot of people don't really know me or my team. I have built custom vehicles. Before I joined the military, I owned a shop, and we specialized in building custom vehicles. We really specialized in doing really cool custom Fords and even like factory stuff. So we've built things like there's a car, it's a 1970 Boss 302. It's a very rare car. They didn't build a lot of them. They're worth a couple $100,000 now if you own one of them. And so I had a chance to get to build one of those. I've built cars that were sold at Barrett-Jackson, cars that were sold at a very big auction in the car community of like all the big things. So Corvette is coming out with a car this year, and they're going to sell their very first one at Barrett-Jackson. So I mean, it's going to be a mid-engine car that like competes against Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff like that. So my history as a car builder, I have a good resume, I have good history, and those of you who have been watching the build, you've been very kind and commenting, and even people who don't know about cars are pretty thrilled about it. But
That's me.
that's you. I know. That's why we love having you on our little gift or box openings. So I would have loved to write. I really, at the beginning of the project, I wanted to like every box we got, I wanted to open and do a reveal, and I wanted to do kind of weekly updates on the YouTube channel and compile. That a lot of you know that my current expertise and what I'm doing now that I'm retired is a lot of jeez. We're just gonna have, this is just how it goes when you're doing live YouTube and you have a 5-year-old son. But at any rate, yogurt's good for you, and he eats a lot of yogurt. So so I wanted to do all of those things. As the project got going, time just was not allowing those things to happen. We get the boxes in, and the boxes were a day after we needed them. So we weren't really able to open them in front of the YouTube and do all the things we wanted to do. So we just rush them to the shop, get them all ready, get them installed, all that type of stuff. So where we started with a really phenomenal car. Again, like I said, rust-free, low mileage. The car did run and drive. These are things that were really important. Now, we also started with a car that is a 1990 Ford Mustang. What a lot of people who aren't in the car world probably don't realize about these cars is they are getting more and more rare. Most every part has been discontinued and isn't made anymore. And so that makes these kind of builds and restorations challenging sometimes, because if you have a car, even if you have a car that's, 10 years old, and you go look at your headlights, is your car maybe 5 to 10 years old, Anna?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
So I don't know, like, are your headlights starting to get a little bit dull when you go look at the headlights? Do they look like they're brand new off the showroom floor? Or do they look like they've maybe been in the sun a little bit?
Yeah, they're dull.
A little dull. Do you have any rock chips or scratches in your car?
I have a whole lot of those.
Yeah. So see, these types of vehicles, even though my Mustang was 100% nice and garage capped and all that stuff. You need to go play. Go. Even though, jeez.
Oh my amusing.
Gosh, it's so amusing, but it's too distracting for me right now. So anyways, when you're driving those types of cars, stuff like that, this car only has 15,000 actual miles on it, but you go buy a brand new car off the showroom floor, it's got 50, by the time you have it a month or two, you've got rock chips, you've got scratches, you've got all this stuff. So now we're in the middle of a build. We actually were never going to paint this car. That was not part of our original plan. But the issue with trying to make a car really nice is I ordered all new headlights and taillights. We ordered all new weather stripping. We ordered some new windows for the car. We ordered all new parts for the motor. We were never going to pull the motor and transmission out of this car. It was all going to be done in the vehicle. But as we started going, we thought, gosh, we started seeing chips. We started seeing, door dings, stuff like this. And we just ended up deciding we better just do a full paint job, because if we're going to do it right, we're going to do it right. No sense. If you're going to, my philosophy is, if I'm going to give somebody a gift, I want it to be a gift that they're going to love. I want to be a gift, especially a gift of this magnitude. Like, I don't want to give you something that's only going to last you a couple of years, or, something like that. Or maybe you get it and then you have to send it out to get it painted, or you've got to do this and that. And then, this car, when we get it, and can't edit that one out. But this car, when we give it away, he's not going to see this video. This car, when we give it away, the person who gets it will not have to put 1 penny into it. They're not going to have to, they can go outside, they can start it. We actually, I own it, I've stored it, all that type of stuff. But when you don't drive cars all the time, you maybe forget some things. So like the passenger door lock wasn't working, so I got that fixed and stuff like that. I decided now that, before it was kind of a nice car, but it wasn't a car that I was really concerned about someone breaking into and stuff like that. So now that we got to this level and where it's going and stuff like that, we decided, well, we better have a car alarm. So it's now got keyless entry, it's got a car alarm, all of those types of things. So we have upgraded. This car started out as a 5-liter Ford Mustang. They were from factory, something like 225 horse. It was a 5-speed manual transmission. And it was just kind of a neat little fun sports car that you could drive. We've turned this into somewhat of a supercar per se. It's going to be right along the lines of a Porsche 911, something in that range. We are going to hit between 800 to 850 horsepower. Thankfully now the motor build, we were able to save tons and tons of money on this car. We still have spent a good amount of money, but that's okay. We had a lot of really nice donations come in, and it's the value on the car for like what we're spending versus what it's going to be is quite incredible. It's realistically anybody's dream car at this point. Like, you know, even have you ever driven a stick shift car, Anna? Are you big into driving stick shift cars?
I did one time.
How'd that work out for
And
you?
I almost hit a fence, and I couldn't really figure it out, so I just gave it up.
Okay, so we're not gonna have you drive this car, but maybe you could like ride in it.
Yeah, I definitely would have ridden it. I don't want to drive it.
We weren't planning on really doing a sound system, you know. So there's a lot of things like in our original. So day one planning, you know, we sat down, we kind of went over everything, we thought about it, we decided what we were gonna do. Day one didn't include a paint job. Day one didn't include a stereo. Day one didn't include, you know, a lot of things. As the build progressed and as more, day one didn't include all of the people getting involved in helping and donating. And so as that went along, we thought, gosh, people really want to help. They want to be involved. They want to donate. Let's do it like how we really should do it. So I'm a very...
Did you put a sound system in it?
So we are doing, as of now, we're doing just a nice sound system. We're not doing anything crazy. But yeah, we did. I got the wiring and stuff done already. We sound deadened the entire car, which is a big deal. So I was, the guy who was helping me put the sound deadener in, I was teaching him how to do it, and he was doing it. Because that's a very, sound deadening alone is like a complete 12-hour job. Like, it's a big deal. You strip the car, you know, you sound dampen everything. Then you have to roll all the sound dampener on. You know, you got to get your cuts right. You got to get it all placed right. You got to get it all on the correct panels. It's a big deal, but it's the difference between like going and buying a Chevy Cobalt, which there's nothing wrong with it, or a Ford Focus or something like that. But if you've ever driven a Ford Focus or a Cobalt and then go test drive like a brand new Mercedes or a brand new Lexus or something like that, when you get in those cars and you shut the door, it becomes like a sound booth because they have so much sound ending. You can drive downtown in any metropolitan area, your windows up and, you know, radio off and everything, and you don't hear everything that's going on outside. You roll the windows down, all of a sudden you hear it. So we decided, you know, let's make this comfortable. The other thing that does, especially where it's going, it's good. It's pretty warm down there a lot. So the sound deadening actually helps repel heat. It'll keep more of the heat out of the car, more of the cool in. So it's kind of accomplishing a lot of things. So the other thing that we've done to kind of help with all that is we've actually insulated the car. So if you see on the back of this carpet, which again, all this carpet is all kind of custom made for the car. On the back of this carpet, if you can see, there is a nice big thick thing of insulation that is glued on to the carpet itself. So now that makes the carpet kind of like your home carpet when you have a nice big pad, makes it nice and comfortable, helps with sound, helps with heat, helps with all that stuff. So every nut and bolt is basically, I mean, 90% of the nuts and bolts, I should say, are all new. The car was painted. The undercarriage got done today. So, I mean, underneath the car, everything was stripped down and cleaned and sanded and prepped and then came through and painted it all. We did what is called like a rubberized undercoating under there, which is very nice. It helps with rock chips, helps again with sound, helps again with heat, helps with vibrations, things like that. So the goal in a car like this, we've reconfigured. Oh, Anna left. Sorry. I'm sure she'll come back. If she comes back, we'll just bring her back in. I don't know what happened or why she left us, but at any rate, on a vehicle like this, the goal with this car is we are at the end of, and I can't see, let me see if I can pull some of this up in a separate screen. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Give me 1 second, see if I can pull this up. Maybe get some of these comments because I don't know who's in here, who's commenting or what, but all right. Oh, we got Lindsay in here, Flat Black Caddy. Hey, Mad Dog, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Lindsay, good to see you. Adam, how are you doing, Adam? Good to see you, my friend. All right. Now I know who's in here and what's going on. So here is where we're at on the build. we're doing really good. As a lot of you know, I don't know, have you guys been paying attention to what's been going on? How many of you have seen that that Coin Lotto got taken out today? Or got brought out? I think that was yesterday, right? That Coin Lotto came out. Hi. But at any rate, all right, Anna's back. Let's bring her back in here. Oh, I made you the whole screen. Let's bring you. Bam. Back in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you see the chat? 'Cause I can't.
I can. Oh, and look, you're back in it. We got Adam in. We got Mad Dog in. We got a whole crew now. Tons of fun. All right, so I kind of lost track since you left us. I don't even know where we were. Oh, we were talking about Coin Lotto.
Sorry.
So it's all good. So Coin Lotto, hi Leo. Coin Lotto came out. So obviously we've had a lot of stuff going on in our community besides this fun build. So in the process of all this, David has also been working like crazy. We released the new platform. We then, and I say we, meaning David, not me at all, but I'm saying we've all kind of been involved in watching all of this unfold. So at any rate, all this stuff has been going on. David's been working hard, and we were planning for a Christmas release. So good news and bad news. The good news is we have changed the release date of this build. So a lot of the people that were supposed to be down there during Christmas and stuff like that, I actually I haven't even got confirmation yet if David is sticking around for Christmas. So I was talking to him a little bit and trying to kind of figure out a schedule without giving away what we're doing. So what we did figure out is we figured out that he is going to be there for New Year's. And we also figured out it's going to work way better in everybody's schedule to bring it down there New Year's. So we had some scheduling conflicts with obviously the families and the people that were involved in the build for a Christmas release date. So I know all of you guys were really hoping that we were going to get it there for Christmas. We were planning that. We were on track to do that. But without knowing David is even going to be there for sure, I don't want to show up on Christmas Day. I was going to bring my son with and stuff like that. But and I've got another person who's going to help us get the car down there. But I don't want to show up on Christmas Day and have basically nobody there. So that's not going to do us any good. So the good news is we've got New Year's Day. Is definitely going to have got that scheduled and ready. I've got the truck lined up. I've got the trailer lined up. I've got the team involved. We've brought even some more people in on the build, some really good experts in certain fields. Through the years that I've been doing vehicles, I've made some pretty decent connections. And so we brought in, what's up, Bones? Good to see you. Oh, Flatback Caddy. Okay. So this is one of the guys too. And I was kind of mentioning Flatback Caddy is one of the guys. He hooked us up with the paint for this car. So I ended up getting a booth. Originally, we actually were not going to get a booth, and I was going to paint this car in my garage. I ended up getting a booth, and if you, I'll try and get a hold of you. Let me put, let's see. What can I put my email in here? How can I have Flatback Caddy get a hold of me so I can, or I can add him to our Telegram, huh? Does someone want to put the Telegram link in there? Or, yeah, let's put the Telegram link in there and see maybe he could look into the Telegram and see all the pictures of the build and follow it on there. Otherwise, we'll do a final review of it and you can see it then. But the paint turned out phenomenal. So he hooked us up in the shop. He even gave us a discount and everything. So that was super cool. Very nice guy that I'll definitely be working with in the future. So anyways, like I said, January 1st reveal. Does that sound exciting to everyone? Are we, Anna, are you happy about a January 1st reveal? Are you frozen? We can't hear you. Is your volume? Oh, she's gone again. Okay, well, I'm sure we're all excited about a January 1st reveal. So we're gonna do. Thank you, Adam. Perfect. Thanks, Matt. So I was a little bummed that we weren't gonna get down there for Christmas, but after everything that's happened, A, this year for ARB, B, now that we got Coin Lotto going, and C, like you gotta give David a little break once in a while, right? I mean, we all know he has been going nonstop with thank you, Lindsay. He's been going nonstop for all of us. Like, I think it's been going on, yeah, new year, new car, right? I mean, who doesn't want that as their New Year's resolution? Hey, here's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to have someone build me a super awesome custom car and deliver it as my New Year's gift. So hopefully it will work out too. We're doing some casting for Coin Lotto right after, like January 2nd. And so, you know, that'll be cool too. So it'll kind of be a thing where a lot of the main people that are involved in, you know, the corporation as far as arbitrage is concerned and stuff like that, we're giving it to David, but a lot of them are going to be involved. Now, another thing, a lot of you guys know Scott. Scott is actually going to fly up right after Christmas, and he's going to stay here and help me finish the car and deliver it. So there's a lot of really cool things that happened throughout all of this too. So I just wanted to get on here. I wanted to chat with y'all. I want to kind of tell you how the build is going. We got all the paint done. We've got the brakes, that super cool brake system on there, the Bear Big brake system. We've got the QA1 shocks in the front and the rear, which are super cool, and they're shiny, and everyone likes shiny. We've got you guys saw the custom embroidery that's going on inside. My interior guy actually called me today and said, I think I might be more excited about this project than you, which is super cool. Now, another really fun thing that's been going on with this project that all of us, I think, are pretty happy about, I've literally sat down and started four people in a bot who were looking at this project, asking about it, and I kind of was explaining it to them, and then they started asking me what arbitraging was. Shiny, yeah. We all like shiny. But they've been asking what arbitraging was, and yeah, Crypto Bones, check this out. I didn't really get a chance to show you guys, but he's asking about LEDs, which is the lighting. So both the front and rear, we've upgraded to the new lighting system, which is an LED system. And the rears are actually a sequential lighting system. So when you turn a blinker on, they're going to start and they'll go like sequentially blinker. It's super, super cool. But yeah, all of the cool attention to detail on this car, like it's been incredible. It's been really cool. It's been a super fun build. Now, we will make January 1st, but I'll tell you, there is still a lot to do. So we will still be working very hard. I personally am going to be working on it. I probably won't get to work on it during Christmas, but if I could, I would. It's just everywhere's closed, and what are you going to do? And so I'm going to take it off and spend time with my kids like I probably should, because that's what a great father would do, and that is definitely what I am striving to be. But I still like to sneak out in my garage during times and do a little work here and there. But Christmas, we won't do that. But Christmas Eve, I actually have a couple guys that are going to come in the morning, and we're still going to do some work on Christmas Eve too. So that'll be fun. But I mean, as you guys can tell who've been following the project, my voice is going. I'm definitely haven't slept probably as much as I should, because between that and between arbitraging and between Coin Lotto and all the stuff we got going on, I mean, we have had an awesome year. So I wanted to come on. Oh, we have custom stuff coming out for the Mustang too, by the way. I want to reveal the pattern we're using so bad right now. Anna, you have a toe? Oh, two. Oh, I see it. Hey, Easy just joined in too. I think we're going to stop talking about the car and just hang out for a minute. I can't show you. I cannot show you guys this pattern, but I can tell you that when I saw, so Crypto Wolverine, who's my designer, right, and my right-hand man through this project, we were talking about the design of everything, and there was some design I wanted and some design he wanted, and so we compromised. But he was showing me what he was going to do for the center stripe, and I decided we needed to get some cryptocurrency pattern kind of ghosted into our graphics. So I'll give you that clue. And I'll give you the clue that it's black and gold because that's our theme, right? But we needed some cryptocurrency in there, and we needed it to really reflect kind of arbitraging as well. So we sat there and kind of had some thoughts, and I started looking up different things and different patterns, and we came up with an awesome one. Right. And like you said, and actually Flat Black Caddy and I think I was kind of worn out and tired that day too when I talked to you, but we talked about that too. He was saying with the holiday, we might have a hard time as far as shop time, exhaust, alignment, suspension, things like that. So good news about that is I got the alignment done already. The exhaust also got done, assuming the headers fit, which I think they will. And then but the big thing was the final tune. So you cannot put a supercharger on a car and all that type of stuff and get it back together and just start the car. It doesn't work. You have to tune the computer specifically for that supercharger, for your air, for your fuel ratios, everything like that. So a flat black exterior with a ghost gold stripe pattern. Yeah, I would like that a lot. We ended up going shiny black. I wanted to do matte black. And correct me if I'm wrong. Here's my problem with matte black, Caddy. Everyone I talked to and having some matte black vehicles in the past said that you hit the like. Thank you. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe. Hit them both. You guys, I would rather just talk about what you guys, and it was clear coded too. So anyways, as far as the color, we were going to do a matte black. We decided we're going to go with the factory shiny black because matte black, the scratch is really easy. It leaves fingerprints. There are enough people around David's house, kids and stuff like that where, you know, they walk up to the cars, they start touching them, start doing this, they drive their bike by it, whatever. Your matte black finishes, you're in trouble if you get a scratch, if you get fingerprints, if you get stuff like that. Thank you, Lindsay, for hitting them both. You can never hit too many, apparently. Oh, Pumpkin. Never a dull moment when Pumpkin comes into a chat. So y'all gonna make me start blushing here. But yeah, the build is going awesome. We've met tons of great people. I've had the opportunity of meeting all of you, which are awesome people. I've got to start a bunch of ABOTs. I don't know if I've finished most of the things that I've tried to talk about. But the main thing I wanted to chat with you guys about is, you'll never make me blush, not a chance. You probably can. Is just letting you know, project's going well. And January 1st, actually December 31st. So we're going to load that thing up on December 30th. We are going to get in a big old diesel truck. We're going to throw that thing on a trailer, and we are going to drive our little butts down there. A couple of them are pretty big butts. So if you know Casey, remind me who you told me to use, Flat Black. You told me to use somebody, and I think, did you tell me to use DB? Because I looked at a bunch of guys and called quite a few. Did you tell me DB Performance, or who did you tell me? I set up the appointment tentatively with a guy named Casey, and he's they fly him all around the Midwest and stuff just to I use the same shampoo as up here, Mr. Easy. Chardin, the Chrysler guys. Okay, I'm going to call them tomorrow anyway, but Casey got me scheduled on the 29th and seemed like a pretty good guy. He's got a dyno. And so DB was my other option because Casey was thinking he may or may not be able to fit me in. DB said they can for sure fit me in. And I don't remember the name of the guy I talked to there. I talked to a girl first, and then she transferred me over to the guy. It was weird. She kept asking me for my phone number, and I was like, weird. I don't know that. No, I'm just kidding. She asked me for my phone number because she had to call me back. But Casey uses High-Tech Motorsports dyno, but he does not work for them. But apparently he's been doing it for years and specifies – thanks. I'm glad someone thought that was funny. He is specifically a Mustang guy, so that's that. Did Maya leave? Maya. I don't know that I'm following any of this. Oh, she's got to go. Okay. Well, thanks, Maya, for coming in. We'll see you later. And that's really all I wanted to talk about was where we're at, where we're going, you know, where we started. But man, we've come a long way as a group in this car, as a community. You want Maya to not leave, or you want me to not leave? I'll stay here with you all night. Easy. We're good. I got the night off now. Oh, he was talking to her. But it's incredible. I know you guys have been looking at the pictures of the car. I'm thrilled with the paint. Rick over at Auto Rec is the name of his body shop. I mean, we had all kinds of just people being overly nice and doing us favors, and to the amount of favors where, like, I'm really glad that they're all involved. But I mean, it's really nice to see everybody help everybody out, and kind of shows how great humanity really is and can be, you know. So the body shop, we were able to what he said he was going to charge us in the beginning, and then what he told us he was going to charge us at the end, we were able to, yeah, I definitely, I think I owe a lot of favors at this point. That's for sure. I'm making a list and checking it twice, so I'll have to get a little line. Oh yeah. See, and that's kind of why we're doing this era of car, Crypto Bones. He said he had an 86 Camaro. We're doing these era of cars because a lot of us are those ages where these were the cool cars in the days. And it's funny they're Santa Drew. It's funny they're coming back now, and in the middle of this build, I just read an article. Oh, we got a sneaky little sneaker there. You're gonna have to turn the volume off, buddy. But I just read an article about these cars, and they are all the old cars, the 60s and 70s cars now are getting harder and harder to find, and they're so expensive that most people can't afford them. So these are like the new cars now that people are trying to buy, and it's kind of skyrocketed their value. So so that's cool. But the value in this car is going to be the fact that it is the fact that it was hand built by all of us for him specifically. So those Carmagias are tons of fun. I saw somebody put a 350 Chev in one of those Carmagias, and they were a blast. You having fun? Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, he is Chewy. Yeah, that's my son. His name is Leonidas. He's in his chewy pajamas. He was supposed to be laying nicely and kind of going to sleep, but he said, Dad, I don't have school tomorrow. Why do I have to go to bed? And he's actually been working hard with me too. He's been driving around with me to car parts, all kinds of stuff. So, all right. Well, we got Telegram blowing up right now. People are actually asking me. We're scheduling the trip right now. And so guys that are down there with David are hitting me up trying to kind of help. I'm going to answer them, but I want to thank you guys again. Thanks for coming on here. Good time hanging out. I'm going to be in Telegram if y'all want to talk some more. And I'll try and get you some links to Flat Black Caddy on.
I'm on Snapchat.
There you go. Follow him on Snapchat. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, and thanks for coming.